Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Weddings Done Right Radio, the how to for the I do. My name is Jody Harris, and I am the president of the Las Vegas Wedding Chamber of Commerce. I am also the CEO of Fun of Sight and Sound Events. And these shows, we're doing some very special Weddings Done Right shows for you all. They all have to do with how love is not canceled, and love is certainly not canceled in Las Vegas. So I'm going to be bringing some very special people on to talk to you. This is part one. So let me bring in my first guest that specializes in the wedding dinner, the reception dinner. And we're going to bring her on right now. And there she is from Carmine's, located inside the
Yay!
Caesars Palace Forum Shops. Everybody, it's Kay Kolbo. So, Kay, welcome to Weddings Done
Thank
Right
you.
Radio.
Thank you, Jody.
Nice
It's
to
such an
have you
honor.
here.
You too. It's such an honor to be on your show. And I'm a big fan and I love what you do for the city of Las Vegas and to promote the event industry. And you are the brand ambassador of events for Las
Oh,
Vegas.
you're so sweet. Thank you. Well, we have an important job, you and I, here today, because I have the first question I'm going to ask you, Kay. Is love canceled in Las Vegas?
You know me so well. Absolutely, emphatically, no, not at all.
And why? Why is love not canceled in Las Vegas?
We're the city of excitement, we're the city of entertainment, we're the city of exceptional food and beverage. They've gone through the trials and tribulations, of course, of what we are, going through right now, but we are alive and well and open, and both of our restaurants, in fact, just are open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. So we are definitely alive and well in Las Vegas and ready to serve those who want to come to Las Vegas, who want to, just break out of what has been going on and come and have a great time. And if you've been thinking about putting off your wedding or your special event, don't do it. Come to Las Vegas. We're here for you. We're ready for you. And we have everything that your heart desires. I just am very confident of that.
Oh, absolutely. And tell everybody a little bit about tell us your job title first of all, and what it is that you do.
I am Director of Special Events for the Alicart Restaurant Group in Las Vegas, which is Carmine's Italian and located at the Caesars Forum Shops, and also Virgil's Real Barbecue, which is located in the Link Promenade between the Link and the Flamingo Hotels. So I have a really exciting, very, very busy job, but I love what I do. I love making special memories for people. So I have the best of both worlds. I have Italian and I have barbecue. What else could you ask for?
There's nothing else better. There's nothing
Right?
else better. And
Right.
and you're capable of doing, like, how many events can your venue do? Like, how many can you hold?
Oh gosh, we have one, two, like probably four or five private room availability in Carmine's alone. We have 800 seats in normal setting at the restaurant. And then Virgil's Row Barbecue in a normal atmosphere is 500, but we can do an upstairs reception for 200 to 300 people. We can do sit down dinner. Now we're regulated to groups of 50 in a
Right.
room, but we can do numerous sections of 50. So don't be afraid to, just because you have a party of 50, you can't go anywhere. And I know that I'm getting calls because brides and families are getting subject to, some people just can't handle what is going on. But our doors are open and we have a lot of space, a lot of great opportunity, and many, many different menu selections to choose from to really enhance any type of dining experience or what you want to do.
So somebody is there to accommodate them, because I think one of the things that we hear about, and many of our couples get a little frustrated with the fact that they try to call a venue and they're not getting any response, which is why they think love is canceled in Vegas, because nobody's getting back to them. But Kay, you guys are very responsive.
Oh, yes, yes. I am working physically in the restaurants. So we are there. We are ready to serve morning, noon, and night. My goal as an event planner is to try to get back to somebody within 24 hours at least when they call. And that normally I pick up the phone or I have a information lead come in and I'll call them within 5 minutes. And they're like, how did you know? It's just the way we work.
Yeah.
If you don't capture it on their attention and make sure you are there for them and answer their questions, because people are a little nervous right now. They don't know what to expect, and I think they're so relieved when they hear a friendly voice on the phone that they know someone live is there to pick up the phone and talk to them and make sure that they know that yes, we are open, we are here to serve, and we want to take care of you.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So let's talk a little bit about, have you had any events? So since Las Vegas opened up on June the 4th and we're open for business and
Yes.
everything's going fine, can you kind of describe what it's like now for those of the couples that might be watching this show? You've done events. What was it like? What was the whole reopening and welcoming, couples to have their receptions like?
It was very exciting. When we opened the doors, we weren't sure, gosh, is anybody going to be here? Is anybody come in the doors? Are people coming to Las Vegas? But we were so thrilled, and it was just amazing the amount of people that came into our doors and wanted to dine, and last minute phone calls. People, again, had been subject to being canceled somewhere else, and then they found out about us, or I, was there ready to answer the phone. People inquired, and we had few, a lot of like 30 to 40 to 50, but, socially distanced where we can do that because we have enough space. One restaurant is 20,000 square feet alone at Carmine. So we definitely have a large facility that was able to handle that influx of those last minute calls. And we were able to put together a special menu for them. And they welcomed it and came in, and they were very, there's that little hesitation. I think we talked about this when people first enter the room. They're like, gosh, they're a little nervous. They don't know what to expect. But then we put our guests at such ease with the way we have our protocol set up, with the cleanliness and with the attention to detail, and making sure the servers are, versed in whatever the CDC compliances are. We're completely there to service everybody.
And what are your servers doing? What's your company doing that is different? I mean, you and I had a private conversation. They wear gloves, right?
Yep.
They have masks.
Gloves, masks, 24-hour masks. They cannot enter our restaurant unless they do, it's the health protocol, the check. They, when they wear masks, the gloves, depending on the service, requirement, what they're serving. Gloves is absolutely a part of it. Gloves is priority. But again, there are certain stipulations within the city of Las Vegas as what needs and what doesn't. But we're head to toe following protocol and making sure that our employees, our employees feel safe and our guests feel safer. That's the whole thing.
Absolutely. And how would you describe, and your uniforms, by the way, your staff has the most amazing uniforms. So gloves and a mask, they still probably rock that uniform.
They do.
They do. So tell me, what's service like? Like before the pandemic, how were you serving individual dinners, and now have we gone to like a family style environment? Kind of describe the service.
Well, Carmine's Italian is Southern Italian family style cooking. And in a special event environment, Virgil's Real Barbecue is also family style environment. So we are able to and still continue to platter size entrees, which is great because there's never a guest that goes hungry whenever they come to a special event at either one of our restaurants.
True.
So we absolutely have the service standards did not change as far as Carmine's. It's always the impeccable service. It's always the great environment and experience when you come into either one of our restaurants. And it really is amazing that the attention to detail, and everybody just is so thrilled. The comments that we're getting, with everybody about, thank you so much for taking care of us. Thank you for social distancing. Our tables are regulated. I mean, we do everything from head to toe, 100%.
So people feel safe the minute they walk in your doors.
Absolutely. I can guarantee it. Absolutely.
And that is so important. It's so important to our couples to make sure that they go the extra mile and do the research and make sure that wherever you're having, because there's a lot of little mom and pop kind of places that are in shopping centers and they're offering incredible deals, but what are you getting? Right here, we're telling you, like, it's important to make sure that you read up on the protocols of the place you're going to be celebrating in.
Right, exactly. And that includes, every team member is on board to do everything they need to do to make sure our guests are safe. I mean, you'll see the action and the environment when you walk in the doors about how we are the attention to detail for everybody. It's very evident what we do. It's not like it's really out in the open. You have to be out in the open when it comes to these protocols right now, because that makes people even feel safer and secure when they're dining with us.
Absolutely. And now, what about couples that want to bring in outside vendors to do anything? What is your policy on that? I mean, before we used to have DJs and dancing, and we'd have floral people dropping off centerpieces and photographers. Maybe a photographer might want to photograph the dinner reception because that's really where you come in, rehearsal dinners and
Right.
dinner receptions. But what do they have to do anything different to for you?
Well, they have to wear a mask 100% all the time. There's a mask that is required for any outside vendor that does come in. Photographers, yeah, it's a mask environment no matter what. You got to make sure that they're following the social distancing protocols as long as the guests and the servers. And then with DJs, you know better than I do. You could probably answer that for me as far as what protocol is for DJs and that we haven't really experienced that quite yet. So that is just something again that's probably going to be discussed as far as what is the next step or what do bride and grooms feel comfortable with. And I think you're a big advocate as far as that, Jody, and on how to answer that
Absolutely.
question.
No, absolutely. And I think it's perfectly fine so long as your entertainment is following certain protocols and communicating with your venue. I think you as the director would appreciate a phone call from a
Hmm.
client who says, listen, we are going to have a DJ because I do want to dance with my dad, or I do want to have that
Right.
first dance moment. And guess what? There's a lot of things, little things that we could do to fill in the gaps where it's
Right.
not like people bumping and grinding on each other like the old days.
Exactly.
So
Those days
there's
are kind of over for a while.
yeah. But you're receptive. So the point of
Yes.
me bringing it up is that if a couple who's watching this really, they understand they're getting married during this time, but it's going to still feel amazing. We're still going to deliver for
Oh,
you an amazing event.
right. Don't be shy about that. My job is to create the memorable once in a lifetime experience that your hopes and dreams are. It might be a little downsized now. I know you brides have been dreaming about this day since the day you were born, and you just want every detail, and you just want it, and you want it the way it originally was planned. But now is the time where you have to kind of think, well, I definitely want to keep my date, but I got to be a little flexible, or I have to really look and see what I can and cannot do. But my job as your event planner and as the director of events for both restaurants is to just make sure that they know that they're going to be so well taken care of, and that even with you and in the city of Las Vegas and our other vendors and partners are that we welcome you to come to Las Vegas because we will definitely treat you as if you were our, like part of the family. I mean,
You
I really
care.
honestly believe, yeah,
You know what?
100%.
That's why you're here. That's why you're on this
Yeah.
show, is because you
Ah,
care. You care.
thank you,
You
Jody.
deeply care about your couples. For
I
you,
do.
it's not like, oh, I got bride and groom, or I got two
Right.
grooms, or
No.
you actually take the time to get to know Patrick and Jody, or
Hmm.
Susie and Colleen. I mean, you really do, and that's the difference.
Right.
That is the difference, ladies and gentlemen, with working with a professional like Kay and her team at Carmine's. It's all about, you're not bride and groom to them. You're Pat and Jody, you're Steve
Yeah.
and Eileen, you're whatever. It's not like, oh, I got to do a wedding for these two brides, or
Right.
whatever. So that's awesome, Kay. That's really
Thank
really
you,
good.
Jody. Thank
Um,
you.
so we're going to kind of wrap it up here. Was there anything else that you wanted to touch base on in regards to what you're seeing, what might be the new kind of normal is?
Well, I think, excuse me, my earplug just came out. I think the brides are understanding that they can't do the 100-person wedding anymore, at least
Right.
for a little bit. They're downsizing. That's what is our forte is that we can handle those groups of up to 50, within the social distancing and do the 6 feet within the tables and do the six top tables. I mean, we have that versatility and capability to do that at either one of our restaurants. I just want to reiterate to brides that don't be scared to try to go through with your plans with Las Vegas. You might not be able to have everybody attend, the people that were going to come miles and miles and miles, because it used to be when you said, I'm getting married in Las Vegas, brides would give us a head count of 25 to 30, and then all of a sudden they bumped it up to 50 because everybody wants to come to Las Vegas. Well, they still do, but they might not want to as far as their personal travel and you know how it is. It's just people have different what they feel comfortable doing, but the bride and groom are feeling comfortable and their families coming out. And again, it's a little bit of a different world, but we're just really reassuring everybody that we're adapting to it and we can take care of their needs. And we've got phenomenal food. Our chefs are the best in the city and I believe in the country when it comes to what we provide. I mean, it's a scratch kitchen. We make them every day. Our chef Michael Ingino, the executive chef, he's a phenomenal guy. He really he is as passionate about our food and our guests, I think, as I am. When I bring guests in, I make them, reassure them. We go through the menu. I get with the executive chef. I get with the team. Please, we just talk about everything. We're a big family. We're not just like, okay, I book it, you cook it type of an
Yeah.
environment. We're really, really a family at Carmine's with our
And that's what I love.
Yeah.
And that's what I love.
Absolutely.
You guys are that family unit, which is so nice. So your big advice then, so you kind of touched on it, but your advice to those couples wanting to plan a wedding in Las Vegas is
do it.
do it. And if you have any questions, I'm going to put all your contact information in the show. So anybody wants to reach out to you, all your contact information will be in the show link. So I want to thank you for coming on the show today. We've been friends a really long time, and I have so much respect for you as well, as an event
my heart
professional.
to you, that.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. So my final question to you is, so Kay, is love canceled in Las Vegas?
No, emphatically 100%. No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you heard it yourself from Kay Kolbo, who's the director of private events at Carmine's, located right inside the Caesars Palace Forum Shops. You can't get any better when it comes to a location that is right there, smack in the middle of Las Vegas Boulevard, where all the people are and all the activity is. Great photos there as well. So once again, we want to thank Kay for coming on the show. And ladies and gentlemen, just want you guys to know that this is part one of a semi-part series of Love is Not Canceled in Las Vegas, Weddings Done Right. My name is Jody Harris, once again, president of the Las Vegas Wedding Chamber of Commerce and CEO of Fun, a Sight and Sound Events. We will see you on the next show. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a great one.